Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. So, according to the Royal, we have, we're ahead of ourselves. We have jumped past where we would normally get the key. Which means we can go explore some other stuff instead. This is really pretty right here. So what we'll end up doing is, I guess we'll go up here-ish. We'll just follow the road, and instead of going this way towards this, we'll just go up. So we'll just go north and see if we can find it. I do have a feeling of where the stuff is, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Or find the key to that door when we get there, I guess. I always feel bad, because those guys aren't really doing anything to me. Okay. Jerks. So as memory, we need about 17... We need how many souls? Runes? 17,500. To level up. So that's our goal, is to get that. This man's is all alone now. Hey, buddy. You don't see me, right? Sneaking up on you. Sneak, 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 sneak. Sneak, 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 sneak. Ha! Still got it. Double tap. Double the back stab. Alright, he's dead. That was an easy kill. Like, easier than I expected, I should say. Whoop. That was a bloodstain. I thought I had cracked a skull that had a rune in it. Oh, I don't like the look of that at all. Monstrosity? Yep. Okay. Let's go kill the monstrosity, the fire Triant. Fire troll? Oh, it's just one of these guys. Alright. How many times are you gonna do this, buddy? Oh, you have, like, no health. Yeah, this guy's got no health. This might kill him. Oh, yeah. Compared to the one that we killed earlier, cakewalk. Cakewalk. Compared to the one that's way up the fuck here, that was easy. Group. Another river! Is this another underground section? This is another underground section? This might be another underground section. Does that mean there might be another ancestral spirit type boss? Because that would be super cool. Oh, the lighting effects look so bad now. Because I had to lower the settings. Like, you can see that they're squares. Ugh, gross. Alright, there's a bonfire. Grace. Oh, are those ants? Are those giant ants? What are those things? Okay, summoning pool is now active. Yep, we're underground again. Nice! A whole nother river to go to. I like it. More golden runes. I'm gonna go see what's over here by this waterfall before we fuck with them ants. Be wary of up. Indeed. Visions of bug, therefore look carefully. Magic grease. Turn back. How dare you not put something underneath the waterfall? Okay, bug no fighty. You know what? That's okay. Bug no do the fight. Let's split the difference and call them non-fires. What? Oh, that's... Ah, big ant! Can I switch weapons, please? Bye, ant. Ugh, they're all hairy and shit. Alright, he's dead. He's dead now. I guess that one doesn't want to come down. Wait, not enough to level. Okay. Grace Mimic. Be wary of right. Likely monstrosity, all the more be wary of right. Alright, 3-shot. Bug hole. Yeah. First off, right. Oh, geez, did you just piss at me? Ha! I jumped over it. That's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Man, this music, though. Oh! I thought I could roll in time. So, what are we talking about? Non-fires? Like, what were we talking about there? Non-fires? I think it's kind of funny when he falls, like, all the others fall with him. Okay. Killed and killed her. And dead. Okay. Now it looks like I can skip this guy because he doesn't drop. Though I do need to light up my light. And remember, there's a dude. We were calling them bonfires, but they're graces, so it's a silly name. So oh, okay, you meant that. I was just like, what? What enemy are we talking about? Why are there giant ants here, though? What purpose could they serve? So I'm doing it the staff thing because that like drops their okay. So that drops them into two-shot stage. But, you know. Sir, I left you alone. You could have ignored me and just gone about your merry way. Dumbass. I wish there was like a thing that told me all of my, Oh, shit. That showed me like all of my statuses, like the buffs that I have. You know? That's cool though. Didn't know that was a thing. Oh, you can hide helm. I guess for pictures? That's cool. But like all the buffs that I've got. Okay. Ambush ahead. Oh, it does say so. Bop, bop, squish. Squish it to ant. Squish it to ant. Oh, I want to go home. Oh, I want to go home. I want to go home. Oh, I want to go home. Silver Firefly. Look at all these skeletons. Golden Rune. I see an ant over there. Ha! Get fucked. Smithing stones. As if I needed smithing stones. Alright, so this is going well. I was gonna say way deeper than expected, but then that... Okay, so this tells me that my gamer sense has told me that this is the correct direction. So we should go back and explore the other place first. Our gamer directional senses. Behold death. I mean, I kind of understand it, like, grace is a thing. Like, I get it. But at the same time, it's kind of dumb. Turn back ahead. Be wary of behind. Behind. Indeed, good sir. Alright. Fucking giant-ass ants. Hey, giant-ass ant. Sir. Fuck you. More smithing stones. Elden Ring. Yeah, I mean, technically. Whoops. Okay, so we got that. I do appreciate that, like, the further into the game, the less joke ones you start to find. Like, sure, you're gonna find some silly ones, but, you know. Like, you start to find actual helpful shit. The people that say behind, oh, there's an enemy, you know. Grace ahead, by the way, no enemy ahead. See, like, that is a potentially useful one. If this is telling me that there is no enemies between here and the next Grace, the next bonfire, then that's awesome. That is a helpful tool. And yes, you're always going to get the jokers who make finger butthole and horse butt. But, like, you know, overall, you just sort of get to the right spot. I legitimately miss the hidden paths, though. I do. I miss secret passages that you had to smash or roll through. Those were fun. Old Codger. Ah, I see him. Yes, I do. If only I had a head. Yep. This place is really pretty. Ah. I have found it. Suluce Cave. Cool. Oh, I need to check something. Okay. Sorry, I had to check my phone for a thing. There we go. Having a little bit of issue with my controller and shit today. I'm gonna sit down because, like, we're at this point where we can. Do I have enough to level up yet? I am 100 short. You know what I can do? I can do this. And level myself up. I will say, I'm super glad that I'm really far ahead of a lot of people in this game. Because, like... Excuse me. I'm at the point where I can actually go and watch other people play that have only been playing for, like, maybe 3 or 4 hours at a time. Or whatever. Because I'm so far ahead of everybody that, like, there's very little that can spoil me at this point. There's only one thing I've seen on someone else's stream that I haven't seen on mine at this point. I saw the statue guys that point you places on Sai's stream, but I've seen that myself now. And I saw on Lena's stream a monster that I didn't recognize in one of the, like, the same place the Erd Tree Guardian watchdogs are. It was one of those catacombs that had a really creepy thing. That man just rolled at me. It had, like, this really creepy black monster that had like, all these black things coming out of its head. It looked really cool. But that's it so far. For things that I haven't seen personally yet. Why do these mans keep rolling at me? Nope. Nope. No, stop it. The thing that you're doing right now, knock it off. Seek hole, indeed. No bubble magic for you, sir. Why do they keep rolling at me? It's creepy, Jesus! Think you saw someone else fight that? Yeah, it was like in one of the catacombs or something. Okay, what's this? Try stealth. I can try stealth. Figure it's just a route in a cavern or something you didn't take? Yeah, exactly. It's just some cavern I didn't happen to find, and I'm sure I will eventually. I'll find a catacomb. Ow, Jesus! Why are there so many of these mans? God, it's a good thing they're slow. But yeah, like, you know, there's a whole bunch of these caverns and stuff that exist, so it's easy to miss one because they're not super obvious all the time. So that's most likely what happened. There are the lost Dark Souls noobs who have dropped the game in frustration. Maybe. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of them. People who they wanted to try it out because of the hype and realized they weren't really enjoying themselves. Wouldn't surprise me at all. No! Oh, it's that thing. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely sure there's a lot of people who they picked it up because the game was hyped up, and they were like, man, I'm going to take this game out. It's going to be super easy. And then they realized that it's like a 200-hour game of ridiculous proportions. Because this is... Okay, let me put it this way. I finished off most Souls games in 100 episodes. We are already at the time of the beginning of this stream, so 8 hours ago. Like I would never found the talisman in the fridge folk? Yeah, definitely. I have already got... I had 45 episodes before I started streaming, and at 8 hours, with them being between 30 minutes and an hour most of the time, we've easily added another 16. So I'm probably running at about 50 plus Old Palace Ruins? I'm running at 50 plus episodes, and I don't think we're halfway through the game. I think we are nowhere near halfway through the game. Like, we've taken out one story boss so far. One. A singular story boss. I mean, I guess if you count Margit, because you can't get to Godric without killing Margit, maybe. But overall, like, in terms of the main bosses, we've only killed one. We've killed one shard barrier out of 5. To give you some context of how big this game is. Okay, sorry, I had to focus. So, like, I have no doubt that this is going to go way, 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 way more than 100 episodes. Yeah, and there's more bosses. There's more bosses in this game. I mean, I don't think that we're at 20% at best. I feel like we're way more than that. But I would say probably like 35 to 40%, just because we've done a lot of the side content. Like when I look at how many when I look at how many, like, not bonfires I've done, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure we're a good way through. Just not storyline-wise. And that's not to say, like, I have a feeling that Limgrave has the most non-sequitur dungeons. Like, just random ones. You know? I feel like Limgrave has the most. Because it feels like there's a lot of empty space in Caelid and stuff. Damn, these things do not get staggered. Because, like, if we look at Caelid, for example... Oh, we're still in combat. You know, there feels like there's a lot of empty space, like just wide plains with nothing in them. So, yeah. And I don't know about Lemuria yet. We're also kind of at the position where we can start to fight some of the bosses. Like, I feel like the Misbegotten Warrior and the Crucible Knight that we're stuck at the fort are Margit in the same way that they're the boss right before the main boss, and you have to kill them to get to the next Shardbearer. That's what it feels like. I'm obviously speculating. I could be wrong entirely. But my speculation is that those guys are mandatory because there's another gold wall behind them. And I feel like behind that gold wall is where the next Shardbearer boss is, the General Radahn. If I had to make assumptions. But I mean, I'm speculating. I have no clue. Rot ahead. Oh, that's not good. Oh, yep, I see it. You know, I have no idea at all. I could be completely wrong. They could just be some random, you know, best buddies who want to fuck your shit up all day. I don't know. Man, that ant didn't even notice me. I also think that I'm one of the people that's taking the game seriously. Like, there's a lot of people that they're like, alright, I've made my character, and it's just Shrek. Didn't mean to do that. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, that's a way to play. Your bunny's that being on this third Shardbearer. I don't... Not the point. Immunizing Horn Charm? Formic Rock? You want to figure the second Shardbearer is in this region? Not what I meant. I meant as in one of. Like there's gonna be one here, and there's one here at this fort. That's my assumption, is that there's one in this fort, there's one here, either in this thing, or here, or here, and then there's one in this area, and then there's the final boss, which is gonna be the last one, if I had to guess. But again, that's just speculation. So when I say second, I don't mean number 2. I mean the second one that I would be privy to getting to. By virtue of if I went that way first. In the same way, you know, you could go to Aldrich, Saint of the Deep, before you could go to... No, in the same way, like, you could go to the Skeletons area first before going to Anor Londo, or you could completely skip the Skeleton area until after you were finished and were stuck. Oh no, it's the fucking basilisks. No, no, no. No, I don't want to do a basilisk. Fuck that shit. How dare I insult Shell's Dark Souls 3 character? No, it's a perfectly viable way to play, but there's a lot of people that make joke characters, and I don't like doing that. That's not how I do things. My point was that there are a lot of people, I think, who played the game, and they're like, I'm gonna make a silly character and have fun, and then they start playing it, and the game kicks their ass, and they realize it's not as fun. Because the game is destroying their soul. And so the stupid joke character that they've got, they're like, this isn't fun anymore, and I don't want to keep playing. Shell was nice enough to stick it out. Partially because I think I did a lot of goading. What the? That thing just flopped away. You know what I mean? It's like the opposite of D&D. In D&D, if you make a silly character... Oh, god damn it, man. In D&D, if you make silly characters... Oh my god, game. They have a tendency to become the serious ones, and if you make serious characters, it pretty quickly devolves into shenanigans. Somber smithing... This is gorgeous, by the way. Time for madness. Oh, man. Not what I wanted to do. Jesus. But yeah, so I think a lot of the people that were like, I'm gonna play Philly and it's gonna be fun, and then they got their asses just fucking shit on. And so they decided that it wasn't fun anymore, and so they quit. Which is, to be fair, a large portion of players of this game. As you might notice that, like, the beginning sections have a lot of really silly notes and a lot of notes. And then you get here, and it's like, it's night and day. There ain't fuck all here. There's like 3 notes, and 4 of them are ambush ahead, be wary of right. There's no more, there's very few try finger but hole. And this is the same in, like, say, playing an MMO. When I would play MMOs, like when I was playing World of Warcraft, my major goal was to get past the curve. My major goal was always to get past the curve. Once I was ahead of everybody else, like, so say a WoW expansion would come out, and WoW expansions would usually have either 1 or 2 zones that you would play as to level up. Like, at the start, there'd be like a level 60 zone, to, 60 to 62, and then level 62 to 64. And so my goal was to rush through the level 60 to 62 zone as quickly as possible, because I wanted to get ahead of everybody else, because then there would be less competition. There would be less other people trying to kill the same mobs as me. There would be less people, like, stealing drops. There would be less people crowding around. Like, the assholes who do that thing where they get on a big mount and stand on top of an important NPC. And it would also be much less laggy because there were less people. The only time in recent memory you made a chaotic D&D character, you ended up having to friggin' guide the players to where the storyteller wanted them because all the other players wanted to do, lawful good, was kill shopkeepers and steal their shit. Yes. Yeah, it's the guy who... Oh dear, that's a steak. It's the slap happy, the furball pie guy, who his weapons were like, his weapons were juggling, pins? I don't know what they're called. He was a juggler who had a feat for improvised weapons to throw pies at people. And it was like, that's session 1. And then, like, session 27 or session 65, it's like he's heroically sacrificing himself as a wall crushes people to hold the door open so that they can all get out. And the other character's like, I love you. And he goes, I know. All like stoic and shit. You don't have to say it. But if you try to be like, all right, I've made this super edgy rogue, blah, 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 you know, that it devolves into he's just mindlessly killing shopkeepers sort of thing. You know, and it's basically like a bad Indiana Jones take. Not even a good Indiana Jones take, like a bad one. You know, it's just all shenanigans. That bit at in Temple of Doom, where he says grab onto the rope and then he chops the bridge down. Really cool scene. Absolute shenanigans. Absolute shenanigans. It is the way a D&D character would get out of a jam. I'll just cut the bridge out from under us. This is not a good place to be for me. Also not a good place for me to be. No! And I mean, when we take into what we know about Elden Ring, because it's a Souls game, and knowing that it's going to be brutally difficult, people who come in for a laugh, or because they just want to say, oh hey, I've never played one of these, I want to see what's all the hype's about, they're either going to realize that they love it, and they're going to keep playing forever, and then they're going to go back and play like all the older Souls games, and then bitch about how they're not as good as Elden Ring, because they're missing some of the critical things that Elden Ring improved upon. Or, why is there a merchant here? Or, they're going to realize they hate this, why the fuck would anyone play this? Map! They'll realize that this sucks, why would anyone ever do this to themselves, what the fuck is wrong with people? And, you know, never do it again. And quit.
Is someone there?
Yes, hi.
Customer?
Yes!
Well, how long has it been?
And so, who knows? Maybe it's all the people who've just given up. Oh, hey, this is where you get the prisoner's gear. What's that 7,500 thing? You made a shrine maiden character and ended up rolling the lustful trait in character stuff, so that was a thing. That sounds fun. Celestial Dew. Carry out absolution at the Church of Vows. Yeah, see, this is book 16, and we already have 17, which means that we skipped some things. Perfumer's Cookbook. Sorry, I'm scratching my eye. Alright, I need to sell. I need 3,000. Still waiting for a Souls player to get King's Field 1 through 4 look. That sounds not fun. Alright, I needed 3,000 for this. I feel like playing an older game that's a Souls game is going to be, like, a lot less interesting. For potentially obvious reasons, because, like, mechanically they're not as run around. In the same way that playing Dark Souls 1 after playing Dark Souls 3 is much less fun. Because it's lacking several of the quality of life improvements that made the game much more fun. What am I doing with my life here? There I am. Okay, so, yeah, see, like, so Freya River is after that. And same thing with, like, Dragon Barrow and Caelid are after Liurnia, which means that we've been going, you know, we went to this place way early. Perhaps you think they have some strong mechanical foundations? Maybe. Alright, the two great rivers flow beneath the lands between the Soifra and the Ainsel. This vast region is said to be the grave of civilizations that flourished before the Erd Tree. Oh, these both say the same thing. Oh, and we were going to look at... So, Perfumer's Cookbook, Acid Spray Mist, and then Book 16, Thawfrost Boluses and Simulating Boluses. So these ones... Oh, this one gets rid of Sleep and Frost. And Acid Spray Mist. Uses FP to release acid mist from the mouth. Cool.
Something else?
Alright, and then we need to find out... I need 7,500 for this dew. A hidden tier found in the Eternal City, also known as a Night tier, allows one to carry out an absolution at the Church of Vows, reversing all antagonizations. Once upon a time, the stars in the night sky guided fate, and this is a recollection of those times. Might have sold too many there. Oh well. In for a penny, in for a pound. Okay, now if we lose some, it's not going to matter as much. Kingsfield is hard to look at nowadays. Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. Oh, gorgeous view. Oh, gorgeous view. Fucking foot fetishists. I feel like older games have to be absolutely fantastic for them to be worth replaying. Like, they have to be the perfect kind of gameplay. So, is this thing killable? Because it looks horrifying and I want to kill it. Same thing happens to Monster Hunter. Either quit early or play it for the rest of your life. I enjoyed Monster Hunter up until the very end game. I enjoyed Monster Hunter until the end game. Once you finished the main story and had killed all of the dragons, like the worms or whatever the hell they were called, you know, Kushala and Teostra and all that shit, like, it stopped being fun because it was just a grind. It was up, I gotta grind out my gear, up, I gotta grind out my gear. We should do an episode cut.